G'day you mob, Blackie here. This is my Rivulatus tank. It's quite filthy as you can see. So what we're going to engage in this evening is a bit of a scrape. We're going to use this blade to scrape this filth off to enable visual acceptance of the Rivulatus for the next few days. This is a tank that's exposed to a fair bit of sunlight, so he does get a substantial algae build-up on his tank, but with a few healthy strokes of the scraper, the algae is gone. I better roll my sleeves up though. Nothing worse than some dank wet sleeves in the night time when you're trying to sleep. Oh, that's a long way down. That's a long way down to the bottom of this tank. This is a 3x2x2, so it is 2 foot deep, and alas, my arms are not 60 centimetres long. But we do what we've got to do to reach the bottom, and that is generally stand on tippy toes. Look at that filth. Look at that filth coming off. So we're just going to scrape and scrape and scrape. This is the bind that you get in when you have a fish tank exposed to the sunlight. Whoops, that may have splashed my glass by the feel of it. Damn shame that. When you've got a fish tank that is exposed to the sunlight, you are going to get excessive algae build-up. And you have to accept that you will have to scrape or scrub or clean in some manner the algae off your viewing surface. Whoops, sorry glass. I have been showing a few scraping videos lately, but that's because I have a few tanks that are exposed to the sunlight. When you have your tanks near a window or semi-outdoors like mine are, you're going to have algae problems and you need to deal with it. And that's what we do. We just jump in and we deal. By crikey indeed, this stuff is on thick. I potentially have ignored this one for a little bit too long, but because I do have a brilliant and fantastic filtration system attached to this tank, I have no worries that all of the filth that I am setting free into the water will be very well cleaned up by the morning. I have a Eheim canister filter attached to this, as well as one of my own DIY home filters hooked up, and also a just this little pump thing going on here. Crikey, the flow coming out of that is pretty full on, so he's still going strong. I got a lot of flow in this tank, and some pothos and imperial I thought they were imperial red philodendrons, but without exposure to the sun they resemble imperial green philodendrons. So a little bit more there. Essentially the filtration in this tank is fantastic. The pothos and philodendrons take out a lot of the nitrites and nitrates, but by golly gee, that looks a lot better when you can actually see in the tank and see what the fish is up to. By the morning, a lot of that floating debris and detritus will be gone because the filtration is fantastic. And that'll look 112% better. Now that I did a little bit on this side, it would be remiss of me not to clean off some more. But let's not get too carried away. I think that's about, in this temperature anyway, it's about 14 degrees Celsius out here at the moment, so as soon as I remove my arm from the fish tank, it does get a wee bit icy. But that's how we scrape the algae off the Rivulatus tank. Thanks for stopping by, you mob.